Welcome to 7 CPS Certified Peer Specialist YouTube channel, where I'm sharing the 5-stage recovery process and positive thinking for those dealing with addiction and mental health challenges. Picking up from the 5th and last stage, action to change, today we'll start the discussion about the disabling powers of health disorders, what they are, and how they can affect our recovery from addiction and trauma. In a garden of dead vines, a heavy weight of our past can hold us back. Remember, in each stage, impact of illness, life is limited, change is possible, commitment to change, and action to change. There is a question at every stage, and all must be addressed. Let's do a brief review. In the first stage, impact of illness, there is a question of identity. In the second stage, life is limited, there is a question of possibilities. In the third stage, change is possible. There is a question of the risk. In the fourth stage, commitment to change, there is a question of support. Then there's the final 5th stage, action to change, where there is a question of responsibility. When every ticking second feels like a reminder of everything we have lost. So, what are the disabling powers of health disorders? They are your triggers, self-image, side effects, stigma, symptoms, and illness. Number 1. Triggers. What make you use? Examples: re-experiencing the initial trauma, anxiety, boredom, rejection. Number 2. Self-image. How you see yourself. Examples: personally, family, community. Number 3. Side effects of medication, absence of medications, emotions. Example: your partner walked out on you. Number 4. Stigma of having a diagnosis, ashamed of being viewed as broken or belittled. Example: not wanting others to know, or I should just get over it. Number 5. Symptoms from the medication, or lack of medication. And lastly, number 6. Illness, which of course is when either relapse or hospitalization has occurred. True power isn't found in fixing the world, but in how we choose to see it. In explaining how the disabling powers of the behavior health disorders can control your life, we address all stages with a single statement. There are times in a person's life when they're questioning. Let's use the first stage for an example of the starting statement. There are times in a person's life when they're questioning their identity, because the initial trauma made them question who they are, as when, let's say, confused after a physical and/or sexual assault, and now flooded with panic of the initial trauma. They're overwhelmed, therefore, being controlled by the emotions of their initial experience, and now feeling side effects of the emotions that are now controlling them, so that they are now being triggered, and feeling symptoms, and so on. Some of you may see the picture or remember it. A moment of shared laughter can begin to dissolve the chains of our old life. So let's apply the starting statement to the second stage. Life is limited. There are times in a person's life when they're questioning possibilities after the initial trauma, but are unable to move forward and therefore given into their disabling powers of health disorders, whereby limiting and possibly preventing themselves from ever moving forward, unable to function on their own. We must remember that the storm is only temporary and the wind eventually subsides. As we start the peer session with this statement addressing the 5 stages, there are times in a person's life when they're questioning their identity, possibilities, risk, supports, and responsibilities. In each of these stages, the person experiences one of the 6 areas of the disabling power of the health disorders. And in each stage, there is a role of service the peer specialist provides, addressing one or more of the 6 areas. As we embrace hope, the vibrant colors of a new possibility start to bloom. In each area, the peer specialist provides specific services addressing the person's triggers, self-image, side effects, stigma, symptoms, and illness. The key to this successful program of Peers Helping Peers is that you understand what the person is experiencing and are a role model of the 5-stage recovery process, and that it works. At each stage, the peer specialist will provide resources and support addressing that stage's challenges. Taking that first small step forward is where the real transformation begins. Next, we go to work. Let's review. The disabling powers of health disorders are the 6 areas that can become the controlling experiences in the life of a person suffering from addiction and/or mental health neglect and now not able to function. In this video, we covered the disabling powers of health disorder and how the 5-stage recovery process can assist the person or client in preventing those areas from becoming the controlling factors in their lives where they are no longer able to function. Thank you for your attention to this presentation showing what the disabling powers of health disorders are and how they can affect your recovery process. My active duty military service 2 years after recovery was the start of a new life. This is a joy for me to share. We have a saying around the recovery tables: whatever we give in recovery to others suffering addiction and mental trauma, we keep. Every time I share the 5-stage recovery process and my recovery story, I am getting back to me the positive energy I've needed to stay clean and sober for over 30 years. Don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for future uploads. I'm a disabled veteran with challenges, but thanks to AI, I can provide my viewers the quality of professional presentations I did in the military. It's wonderful to serve those in need of my recovery experiences and services. Have a blessed and wonderful day.